All right, let's talk jewelry. Today, we are diving deep into that sparkling world. We're going to demystify all the choices and give you a simple roadmap to building a collection that is perfectly and uniquely you.
Have you ever walked into a jewelry store or scrolled online and just felt completely lost? Yeah, you are not alone. The options can feel totally endless, and it's so easy to just wonder where you should even begin.
But don't you worry, because that is all about to change. In the next few minutes, we're going to give you a super simple, empowering framework to really master the art of jewelry. So let's get started.
Okay, so every great collection has to start with a really solid foundation. I want you to think of these next 4 categories as the essential building blocks for expressing your own personal style.
First up, let's talk about rings. They're probably the most personal and symbolic pieces that we wear. Whether it's something classic like a simple band or a big, bold cocktail ring, the ring you choose really tells a story about who you are.
Now for necklaces. The real key here is all about the length. A short choker gives you a completely different vibe than, say, a long, dramatic opera chain. The right necklace doesn't just accessorize an outfit, it literally frames your entire look.
And then, of course, you've got earrings. Seriously, nothing transforms your appearance faster. You can go from looking professional and polished with some simple studs to totally glamorous and ready for a night out with a pair of chandelier dangles. They are just so incredibly versatile.
And finally, we have bracelets. They're worn on the wrist, and they add that perfect finishing touch. A single bangle can look so minimalist and chic, while a whole stack of different textures creates this really bold, cool, curated statement.
So we have our 4 core pieces. Now let's get personal. This next part is all about figuring out your unique jewelry identity.
So take a look at this. Do you see yourself here? Are you kind of drawn to that timeless elegance of classic pieces? Or maybe the clean, simple lines of a minimalist? Perhaps you're more of an eclectic bohemian or the bold, trendy type. Figuring out your vibe is the absolute key to buying pieces you'll truly love and actually wear. And hey, little insider tip, don't be afraid to mix and match. A classic outfit with just one bohemian piece can look absolutely stunning.
Okay, here's a really crucial decision you have to make: quality versus quantity. The investment approach. That means buying fewer, more timeless pieces made from precious materials that will literally last a lifetime. The fashion approach lets you experiment with more trends at a lower cost. Deciding what matters most to you is key. And honestly, a great strategy is often a healthy balance of both.
And here's a pro tip that makes a huge difference. Go ahead, look at the veins on your wrist right now. If they look kind of blue, you probably have cool undertones, and you're going to shine in things like silver and platinum. If they look more green, you've got warm undertones that will just glow in yellow and rose gold. It's a super simple trick for picking your most flattering metals.
Okay, so you know the pieces, you know your style. Now let's put it all together with a really practical guide for pretty much any occasion.
For your daily life, I want you to think 2 words: comfort and durability. You want pieces that feel like a second skin. Like simple studs, a classic chain, or your favorite watch. Jewelry that just enhances your look without ever getting in the way.
When you're at work, the goal is to be polished and professional. Your jewelry should really complement your outfit, not distract from it. So think understated elegance, small hoops, a single necklace, simple rings. In a professional setting, trust me, less is truly more.
Formal events. This is your time to shine. But here is the secret. You have to choose one focal point. So if you wear a dramatic statement necklace that's catching every light, let it be the star and keep your earrings simple. If you go for those bold chandelier earrings that frame your face, maybe skip the necklace. It's all about creating one single stunning impact.
So you want to master the art of stacking bracelets? Here's the secret formula. Start with an anchor piece, like your watch. Then mix in different textures and don't be afraid to combine metals. And for the final touch, edit it down to an odd number, like 3 or 5. This creates this little bit of visual asymmetry that's just more appealing to the eye, and it makes the whole stack feel effortlessly curated.
So you've built this beautiful collection. The very last step is just knowing how to protect it so your pieces will last a lifetime.
These really are the golden rules. Just remember this simple phrase: last on, first off. It helps you avoid damage from lotions and perfumes, keep your pieces away from chemicals like chlorine in pools, and please store them separately to prevent scratching. These super simple habits will keep your jewelry looking brand new.
At the end of the day, you have to remember, these are all just guidelines. They're not rigid rules. The most important thing is that you wear what makes you feel confident and authentic and just plain good.
So there you have it. You now have the complete framework, from the core pieces to your personal style and even how to care for it all. The only question left is, what story is your jewelry going to tell about you?